Hey everybody! Well, today's video is a review and an application of the Makeup Academy eyeshadows that I purchased when I was in London. So I'm going to do a review of two of the shades that I purchased, number 16 and number 18. 16 is the light pink and 18 is the lilac purple shade. They're both matte and they're absolutely phenomenal. They were £1, which is roughly $1.65 here in the States, and they're really a great product. There is a little bit of fallout movement in them, but for that price you can definitely work with it, and it's really nothing that you would be upset about. They really go on really well. The pigments are really strong, and I've worn it pretty much the whole day, the few days that I was testing them, and I had no problem whatsoever. The purple shade is absolutely so pretty. It's just one of the prettiest purples that I've seen. And to tell you a really funny story is I went in last week to Saks Fifth Avenue. They had the new Chanel 2011 summer line that came out, and I was trying a few of the products on. Actually, my fabulous salesperson, hey Alberto, was putting them on me, and I had this purple color on, and one of the other girls walked by behind him and said, "Which color is that you used?" I think she actually thought that was one of the Chanel colors. And I said, "Oh, this is my own shadow that I picked up when I was in London." And to which Alberto said, "Yeah, for $1." I said, "Oh, so you're watching my videos." But, however, it was £1, which is $1.65 here. So it really looks beautiful on. Definitely looks as great as any other more expensive shadow, and they're just really a great product. Now, I sort of hesitated about reviewing them because they're not available here in the States. Now, of course, I do have a lot of subbies that are overseas, so it is available to you, but for us here in the States, it's not available. However, if anybody knows of a website where we can pick them up, I would definitely like to pick up a few more because they really are phenomenal. Perhaps maybe if anybody's interested, you might want to decide about trying out your hand at doing a swap with someone. So if somebody is interested and is in London or overseas where you can purchase them, and you're interested in something here in the States, maybe you guys can sort of get together and leave some comments below and match up that way. Just one quick thing about swaps that I don't know if people think about when they first get into them, is that when you're deciding on doing a swap and you're deciding on a dollar amount, take into consideration mailing costs also, because I think people forget about that. And what happens is in certain areas that you're, especially for us going overseas, especially depending on the weight, it can get fairly expensive. So if you decide that you're going to do a swap for $10 and you don't realize that you're picking up an item that's pretty heavy, you can spend that much and more in mailing. So try to get some information before you do get together to do the swap, so you can take those costs into consideration. But if there's any way that you can do them and you can get a hold of these shadows, they're really definitely worth it. So what I've done is I've done a really light application for today, a really light spring weekend type of look. I've only used the two colors. I used a blue for my eyelashes, and I tight lined with a navy color. And if you'd like to see how I did it, just keep watching. To start off, I primed my eye and I used a soft ochre from MAC. Now I sort of have a love-hate with these paint pots. I love them a lot. I love the application, but I've had a couple that have really dried out fairly quickly on me. And I've done some things to try to soften them up, but overall there's a lot of product in the jar and I just don't seem to be able to get through it before it dries up and I'm not able to use it. But anyways, the second thing that I did is I tight lined my eye and I used Bobbi Brown in Cobalt ink. And I'll show you the color. Now I also have a deep blue in the Maybelline, which works just as well. And I really like this because it brightens the eye, it brightens the white of your eye, and of course thickens the lashes so that when you don't need as much mascara. I'm going to start off by using the Makeup Academy shade in 16. Now they have numbers, not names. It's a very pretty matte color. It's a light pink color. And I'm going to apply this all over my eye. I'm just going to pat it on and then just sort of sweep it in. And I'm going to concentrate a little bit heavier in the inner corner, because I'm going to use the darker color for the outer corner. So the next color that I'm going to use is the Makeup Academy number 18. It's also a matte, and look at how pretty that shade is. So pretty. And I'm going to use, I got a brand new brush. Yep, I know I'm brush crazy. It's my Laura Mercier. It is the Angled Eye Color Brush. See that to the side? Absolutely love this. This makes a great V for me on my eye, and the other thing is when I turn it to use just, see if you can see the tip of it, I can then go in and really define in the crease, which works really well. So I'm going to pick up that color. See if you can see. That's just by tapping it. That's how strongly pigmented these are. You can see how strong that is? And then I'm going to turn this brush and just bring it over and into the crease. Now, I like to keep my eye open as much as I can because then I can see where I'm depositing the color for the crease line, whether I want to go a little bit higher or if I want to go a little bit lower, depending on the look that I'm going for. And then I'm going to go back to the same brush that I used. Actually, I don't think I told you what it was. It's the Chantecaille. It's the eye definer. And I'm going to go and just soften that in. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do for color today. I wanted a really soft look, but what I'm going to do is to pop it up a little bit is I pulled out my Christian Dior mascara in the blue. It's in number 258. And this is a really sort of like electric blue, but I love it. I love this in the summer. I actually love it all the time, but I don't wear it as much. I don't pull it out as much for the winter, but I thought with these colors it would really pop the eye. And that's it. That's my look using the Makeup Academy eyeshadows that I got in London that I absolutely love. Great value, great product. Take care, everybody. Speak to you soon.